takes on Anthony Yarde this Saturday at light heavyweight. This will be David Benavidez's third fight at light heavyweight. The first fight was against Gvozdyk. His second fight was against David Morrell. But the difference between Anthony Yarde and Gvozdyk and David Morrell is Anthony Yarde is punching. Okay, this guy's a knockout artist. He's a natural light heavyweight, and he's shown that when you put him in there with the top guys at light heavyweight, he can give them some problems. Okay, he had a competitive fight against Artur Beterbiev where it looked like at one point he was actually going to beat Artur Beterbiev, and then he ended up getting knocked out in the later rounds. And then you look at his other fight against Kovalev, he had some success early in the fight, got stopped in that fight as well, right? Now, most people just think that David Benavidez is going to walk through Anthony Yarde, but based off of his first two performances at light heavyweight, I don't know how people could expect that. It's clear as day that David Benavidez's power has not translated to 175. Now that he's fighting guys that's either the same size as him or bigger than him, he's not just in there overpowering them, bullying them, knocking them out, walking them down. Now we're seeing these light heavyweights walk David Benavidez down, land the harder punches on David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because David Benavidez does not take care of his body. Let me explain. When David Benavidez is not fighting, he blows up in weight. Go look at the first press conference that they had when this fight between Benavidez and Anthony Yarde was first announced. You will notice that David Benavidez's face was very puffy because he was overweight, okay? And also, if you guys look at David Benavidez, right? Every time you see David Benavidez at a weigh-in, you never notice David Benavidez puts on muscle. You never see it. He didn't do it at 168. He's not doing it at 175. And when you're fighting at light heavyweight with guys that are bigger, that are more muscular, that are punching harder, if you're not working on your strength and conditioning and you're not putting on muscle, you are going to have problems, getting respect from your opponents. David Benavidez was dropped by David Morrell in his last fight. Did he win the fight by unanimous decision? Yes. Did the judges pretty much score the fight like he dominated? Yes. But what happens when you get in there with an even bigger puncher like an Anthony Yarde? Anthony Yarde is very strong, very muscular. He sits down on his punches. His biggest flaw is his stamina. Once it gets past round 5, you start to see Anthony Yarde get very tired. He stops moving around, and he will literally stand in the middle of the ring, or he would just stand on the ropes and just slug it out